see. I think we're live. Let's see. Let's test this thing and see if it's alive. What are we doing? Let's see if I'm on the Facebook. Amrio. I think we is. Oh, yeah, I see myself, and I'm echoing now. Okay. Okay. What are we doing? Andrew Blair joined. Hello, Mr. Andrew Blair. Henderson household. Oh, not just Andrew, but the whole household. What's up, brother? Literally and figuratively. It's like it could be a lot of literacy, literally, but also could be like, what's up, brother? Like, you know, vernacular. We're cool. Let me get combobulated. So, check out the quality, the stunning visual quality of the camera. Took me like 2 months to figure it out. I'm hearing a little bit of an echo here. And, well, wait a minute, the fan on my computer is like, I don't know what's up with this. All of a sudden, the fan, oh, that's weird. It's getting hotter. So it spins up the fan. Okay, I can understand why it might spin up the fan, because for some reason it's hotter. I don't know why. But I had to okay, anyway. Now it's anyway. What was I saying? Hopefully it doesn't blow up the computer, because it's not, the core is up to 91 degrees for some reason. So let it spin. Let it spin. You hear those spinning fans? They're spinning. Makes me think it's Chris Rock. It's like they're spinning. Anyway, what was I saying? Let the fans go. Let them do their job. For some reason, the CPU is warm. I don't know why the CPU is going up there pretty high. For I don't know what reason. Let's see. The CPU is up at like 85%. Maybe because we're doing visual and we're doing the camera. And I don't know. But let the fans go spinning, and hopefully the CPU looks like it's dropping off. Looks like it's dropping off a little bit. Here we go. Maybe because it's first streaming. When it first starts streaming, I got an HDMI camera, which I was just starting to talk about. I just want to keep an eye on, make sure the computer doesn't blow up. So what we're doing here. So check out the stunning visual quality of this. So I got a Sony HD6500, which I had in the past, but I wasn't getting it to work. And then I got an HDMI card, and it still wasn't quite looking right. And I found out there's a bug with the with the Sony cameras that go back years, and they still haven't fixed it. After going on 100 message board, I found one person talking about this. And what they were saying is that if you have a Sony camera, the HDMI out, which is what puts it into the computer, if you have the camera set on manual, which is normally what I would put it on, it just degrades the quality. The quality is like crap. It's like way lower resolution. I'm like, why am I getting such terrible resolutions? I was checking settings in OBS. I was checking everything, and finally found this message board. And all I had to do was flip the switch to video. Even though we're not video recording, we're just using the camera as a input device. You still have to be on video, which is stupid, and it's a bug. But the good news is that look at the image quality. It's pretty clear, and the lighting could be a little better. I have a little LED light here that's on low. But for the most part, it's not bad video quality. I could turn up the light, but then it's going to be, what do you call it? It's the battery's going to die. It'll probably die before the end of this podcast. Anyway, Andy Miller, what up? Andy Miller, are you still in Tokyo, in Japan? Last time I talked to Andy, I think he was in Saipan or Japan, one of them islands in the east. And then Gerard, Laurie, Joe, Andrew. Can you cover "School's Out" by Alice Cooper? That's kind of a fun song. School's out for. I mean, it's appropriate. School's out forever. Take it down, take it down, take it down, down. I have to learn that. Last day of school for the girls. That's right, yeah. Well, they've been home anyway. I mean, they've been homeschooled. How's that working out? Uh, Also, check out the pretty lights behind me. It makes a big difference. Just having a light of a color behind you, it gives it a whole vibe. You know? I see thumbs up. That's probably because school's out. Yeah, I used to love when school was out. That would be like the summer, and I'd be like, oh, I have all these great plans for the summer, and most of the time, you just wind up hanging out with your friends on the corner on the stoop or whatever. But still better than going to school. You know, what are we doing this summer? Actually, I worked a lot of this summers, but we still have fun. I hate the winter, spring, fall, summer, all good. Just if we could just skip, we got to figure out a way. Just skip that whole winter thing. You know, because spring is cool. It's like fresh, things are blooming. Fall is cool because it's cooling off a little bit, but it's still like jacket weather, and you can hang out outside, and it's nice. But that winter thing, we gotta skip that somehow. Maybe I'll just move to like San Diego or Dominican Republic for like 3 or 4 months, because the cold, you know, the whole shoveling snow is for the birds, and this summer has been kind of. I mean, I've been trying to get out a little bit, but it's been you know, weird for everybody. They actually opened up the park. They had the park by us closed for well, this whole COVID thing for weeks, and now they actually opened up the park. Although I'm afraid to go running because I might pass somebody that's, you know, that's viral or something. You know, I mean, all this for the last few years going viral was always a good thing, but apparently, yeah, that's changed a little bit. No, nobody wants to go viral these days. I'm checking the CPU on my computer. The heat, where's the heat going? 95 degrees on one of my CPU cores. That's a little high. But it's spinning. I think I gotta go into my computer and clean out. There's very dusty in there. That probably makes it warm. But apparently, I mean, it's holding its own, right? I mean, I'm not choppy or anything, right? I'm able to stream 1080p, run through this audio through the audio high quality audio interface, stream all that stuff live, and it seems to be working. So, what do you want to talk about? We want to talk about like music, right? You know, what are you talking about? Like somebody doesn't want to buy real estate. What movie is that from? What movie is that? Actually, I watched the new Jay and Silent Bob movie the other day, and there was a reference to this movie that I just quoted. You know, Alec Baldwin. He's like, "Oh, so what are you bitching about? Somebody don't want to buy real estate?" And he's like, "Put the coffee down." I don't do it as well as Alec Baldwin. But what movie is that from? Anybody wins a prize. Not really, but you win this guitar pick. If you could tell me what movie in the next 2 minutes. Hey, John Elmo's music. Who's that? John, what's the name of your album? Could people find it on Spotify or something? Or you post it in there, have people go check out John Elmo's cousin. Played a guitar solo on one of his one or two of his songs, and he's got an album out of hard rock and music. We got a lot of rockers in our family. John does hard rock, and we have a cousin Joey out in L.A. He also does. He plays in a band called Stallions. Not Wild Stallion. Wild Stallion is Bill and Ted, but it's something Stallion, something Stallion, or maybe it's just Stallions. But it's like an Iron Maiden-ish, band. So it's very cool. They're out in LA. Go check them out. He might, sometimes he joins as well. So we got a very metal family. We got cousin Gary too, who also plays bass, and yep. So Gary, I went to see Ozzy at Ozfest with Gary. He got us in. Gary is able to. He knows all the tricks to sneak you into all the concerts. So in Ozfest a few years ago, we didn't have tickets. We didn't nothing. He's like, don't worry about it. So we go, and there's like the area where they load out the garbage. We just kind of snuck on, and then we're in it's like a festival thing outdoors, and we were in where we just went in where they dumped the garbage, and then we came out where all the things where they're selling T-shirts and stuff, and we were in. Another trick I shouldn't be telling you people this. I don't condone this behavior, but here's another trick. If you're at if you had really good tickets at a certain venue, arena or Madison Square, whatever, you have really good tickets, fifth row tickets or something like that. Keep those tickets. Next time, the tickets are the same. I mean, they look the same, right? So when you go in, you get the crappy seats, but then as you go to each, level and they check your ticket to let you in the area, bring your tickets, the front row tickets from last time, and just show it to them, and it's in your hand, and just have, maybe it says Ozzy on the thing. You cover Ozzy, now you're going to see Steel Dragon, I don't know, and it works. We were in like the fifth row at Ozzy, and we had like, we didn't even get, and we used, I think, Yes tickets. We didn't even pay to get in, and once we got in, we used old Yes tickets that were like fifth row seats, and we were like in fifth row Ozzy, for nothing. Now, not that I condone this behavior, but it worked. It works. And after we wound up sneaking back again, and we were hanging out with the band. We didn't meet Ozzy, but we did meet Holmes. I forget. There's a few guitar players, not the one from Wasp, but the Holmes, who actually toured with Ozzy for a while. Wow. But and then we also met the guy that's in Metallica now, and he actually thank you. What's his name? The guy that's in Metallica. He was backstage, and we were by the bus, and he was the coolest guy. He's like, hey, what's up, guys? He's like, you guys want a beer? I'm like, yeah, sure. So he goes in the tour bus, brings out beers for us. He doesn't know who the hell we are. We just snuck backstage. He's a cool guy. Super talented. I'm glad to see he's successful in Metallica. Really the right guy for that job. If you ever get a chance on YouTube, check out the. It was like a little mini documentary of all the what do you call them? What did I say? The auditions for the bass player, because